Alright guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice LEGO Star Wars review. Today we've got the brand new Jedi Bob Starfighter. Set 75388, 305 pieces, and this set is going to be retailing for $40. Now, if you're a LEGO Star Wars fan, especially a long time LEGO Star Wars fan, Jedi Bob has just been a in-trade secret. He's not really canon or lore, but for LEGO Star Wars fans, he is. He's been something that we've gotten early on in clone sets from 2003, and he's been something we've been wanting in pretty much any clone set they ever put out. Most recently, we were disappointed when we didn't get him in the UCS gunship, and this kind of feels like a gift wrapped for LEGO Star Wars fans that we're finally getting him. It is for the Rebuild the Galaxy upcoming movie show project. I don't know too much about it quite yet, but I think also LEGO Star Wars is doing this as a do-good. On the back, there's just play functions and play features just trying to show off. We can see from the pictures, it is a Jedi Starfighter that's pretty typical, but it's a little bit bigger and bulkier, so there's some extra play functions that we'll get into when we go over the actual set. Now we'll get into the minifigures. First minifigure, we're obviously going to be getting into the Jedi Bob minifigure. Now, if you look at the 2003 model of this minifigure, it's pretty similar, almost identical, you could say. It's very good that they gave him the yellow minifigure head instead of the new skin toned. I'm glad they did that for the fans because that's something you can see LEGO doing, is giving him an updated skin tone. The hood piece is the classic hood piece, not the open hood piece that they've been doing, which I'm also glad. I like and prefer the older hood piece, and they do give him a nice cape. Overall, the body printing isn't crazy. He does come with a back headpiece, double-sided, more of a serious grin. And then if we lift up his hood, you can see there's no additional printing. I don't think any was needed for this minifigure. It's just a classic minifigure, and if you do it in a classic style, they really didn't have a lot of extra printing. The other minifigure we get in this set is an Akbar Trooper. There's not really much known about this. It's obviously from the Rebuild the Galaxy project that's upcoming this summer, but without pointing out the obvious, it's just a clone body with an Akbar head. Both are kind of nice to just have in your collection if you pull them apart and use them for freelance projects, but as a minifigure collector, it's nothing special. The body is right from one of the clone bodies that we've gotten earlier this year, and the Akbar head is nothing new, nothing special, but a cool minifigure to get nonetheless. And the back printing is just standard clone back printing. Nothing new, nothing unique. Again, minifigure overall, pretty good. High standard, I don't think was needed for this because there's just not much known about this one. And the last, I guess, technical minifigure is a Gonk Droid. I think most fans were expecting for a unique astromech. A Gonk Droid isn't bad, but I don't know. It's a brick build minifigure, which I don't think ever really goes over well with fans. This Gonk Droid in particular is named Servo. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a servant or like a server, but it's SRV0 is its name. Again, nothing really known about this Gonk Droid or this minifigure. We can see he's got some unique colors, as with blue and gray and a little bit of green mixed in. Not the standard Imperial Gonk Droid where he's all black and gray. His blue is a little bit more prominent. So a cool Gonk Droid nonetheless. But again, high standards weren't required for this minifigure because we know literally nothing about it. Alright, and now for the main build of this set. It's really nothing crazy unique. It's a Jedi Starfighter, which we've seen multiple times. This one in particular looks very similar to Kenobi's, but there's no green. It's just a red and gray white striping, which I think looks a lot sleeker than Kenobi in my opinion. We can see underneath and on the side it has some additional building with some thruster engine looking pieces, and then some additional gunnery on the side, which don't really have any uses. They're just for more display and aesthetics, but I think they look really cool. And overall, it's very similar to most Jedi Starfighter builds. We can see here, like many other Jedi Starfighters, it does have a compartment piece. This one, you store a blue milk little build, which is pretty cool. Nothing crazy unique. A little cool nod. And a banana, which is funny. You can tell that this Rebuild the Galaxy is going to have some humor in it for sure. We can see here back of the Starfighter, we just have some nice thruster builds. I thought this was built out pretty nicely. It's not very big, but it's sleek. They give him the green thrust, and just the engines in general look pretty slick, but nothing crazy unique going on back here either. If we look at the wing here, which they're identical on both sides, we have a good mixture of tiling and stickering. I don't believe there's any printing. I think it looks good. I don't think anything really stands out or anything is bad in the way it's built. Sometimes Lego will have something that's one color off or just look weird. You know, if you look at the UCS Venator, some of the stickers, the printing on the sticker was actually different than the coloring of the paneling and tiling. It just looked kind of off. Nothing like that on this one. Overall looks pretty good. And then the gunner piece will show off. It does have a spring-loaded shooter underneath of the wing, but nothing on the actual turret piece. If we look underneath, nothing really much to see, kind of a little bit of an ugly mess, as most Jedi Starfighters are, but there is a cool little compartment to put your blasters. So on top of the compartment on top of the build, you have some nice blaster holder or a lightsaber holder on the bottom, which is very nice. And as you can see, we also have that spring-loaded shooter. There's no mechanic or mechanism to make it fire, you just push down on it. Nice little addition for kids to play with. And then we can see the additional engine and thrusters in the front. Really nothing else besides aesthetics and just making it look nice. So overall with this set, I gotta say, it's not bad. There's nothing crazy unique about this. I think the best thing is going to be Jedi Bob, and I think that goes without saying. We were kind of hoping there'd be some other cool things with it, the build, the other minifigures, but there's really not. Everything else about this set is pretty plain Jane, if I'm being honest. Nothing's bad about this. I'm not going to say anything is not worth anything, but if you do look at this and let's say Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter that came out just 2 years ago, the price difference does not match at all. It doesn't make much sense. I mean, we got 3 minifigures in that one and the set wasn't much smaller, and there's about a $15 difference in just 2 years. It doesn't really fit. It doesn't seem right. And I don't know how this is going to sell, because I think a lot of fans are going to find this overpriced. I think the only reason this set's going to do very well is because, again, of that Jedi Bob. So I'm a fan of this one, but I wouldn't recommend buying it at retail unless it doesn't go on sale ever, right? If this is one of the sets that's just always full retail, you might as well get your Jedi Bob while you can. So with that being said, I'm going to give this set a 6 out of 10. Let us know what you guys think of this set down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think of our review down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.